mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money?
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington football team. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, stay 50, stay 50. You can't have it.
On first down, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To the air again, Stafford. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Michael Gallup.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there.
Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man. It's Mims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st down, Bengals.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Bengals nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And some room to work. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown,
Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
On first down, Abdullah.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A gain of 5 brings up
a second down run for Abdullah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
The kick is
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Bengals 14, Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for this.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready. Blue 60.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. And he finds Stills, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And off the deflection, it's caught. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Screen play, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Carry on,
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
9 yards pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. He'll be ridden out of bounds, didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Denzel Mims, 79 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
Stafford on third down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford
Flush to his right.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Flushed out right. He'll air it out deep for Tom. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To Jeff Thomas.
Jeff Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Bengals 42. Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. The pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole, and that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the counter, Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals off it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Gun. 36 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Watch 36 to Mike. Let him know.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Prescott looks to throw on first. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Jeff Thomas. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone, and it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay?
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They run. Abdullah. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals' 5-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Stafford's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but
it got his man complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Throwing here, Prescott. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Today's final score, Bengals 50.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. 3 down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. The home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. This the high school's a bill. Ain't nothing to the hill.
Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. Now I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'm This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the got a gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. To see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
This is Dusty Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
She right got me.
Hit one and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you don't feel like that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss 'em. Proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I